نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today inshallah for our reminder, our Khatirah, we have a very effective prescription, if you want to call it, for a blessed sustenance, to allow for our sustenance, our rizq, to not only be at a level where we are content, but also receive barakah in our sustenance, in our provisions, in our rizq. And this is through a verse in the Quran. When we find many verses in the Quran and we implement those verses into our daily lives, and not only do we implement them, but we have full yaqeen on the meaning of the verse and the background of the verse, then there is only benefit for us. Nurun ala nur. So inshallah today that verse that we can implement, and I personally made amal on this, and I can tell you firsthand, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the doors of rizq, and that is the meaning of this verse as well. The verse is Allahu latifun bi'ibadih yarzuqu man yasha wa huwa al-qawiyyul aziz. Allahu latifun bi'ibadihi yarzuqu man yasha وَهُوَ الْقَوِيُّ الْعَزِيزُ. In this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is of course mentioning regarding His relationship with His servants, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is not only latif in terms of providing provisions, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has full control, and it is up to Him that who does He provide sustenance to and in what amount He subhanahu wa ta'ala provides the sustenance. Of course, we know that some people are given unlimited, some people are given limited, and then you have the people in between, in the middle. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is concluding this verse by saying وَهُوَ الْقَوِيُّ الْعَزِيزُ. He is the one who is in full control of this category, and bringing this verse into our everyday life. Inshallah, after Salatul Fajr, there are many du'as that we recite after Salatul Fajr, beginning our day with du'a, with prayers to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can bring this into our daily adhkar that we recite after Salatul Fajr. Allahu latifun bi'ibadihi yarzuqu man yasha wa huwa al-qawiyyul aziz is the verse. This is what we wanted to remind, and also we'll give another pearl for today, and that is regarding Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh during his reign as Amirul Mu'mineen, as the leader of the faithful. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh would have daily gatherings, daily halaqat, circles, and there was an individual who would frequent, and he was a regular. After some time, this individual who was very regular, he was frequenting very often, he was not seen anymore. He became absent from those gatherings. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh noticed the individual being absent and not participating anymore in the halaqat, and he inquired regarding about where is such and such individual, I don't see him anymore. The individuals responded to Amirul Mu'mineen Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh that, Ya Amirul Mu'mineen, don't ask about him anymore. He has taken to drinking, he is very frequently intoxicated, and he is involved in many vice and sin. Do not ask about him, that is his situation. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh, being who he was, he requested that his scribe, his writer, come forth and write a letter. The letter consisted of من عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه إلى فلان بن فلان سلام عليك فإني أحمد إليك الله الذي لا إله إلا هو غافر الذنب وقابل التوب شديد العقاب ذي الطول لا إله إلا هو إليه المصير. This is such a powerful and short, comprehensive letter that Amirul Mu'mineen Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh sent to that individual. And there was very specific instructions to that mail carrier. The courier that was carrying the letter from Amirul Mu'mineen to the recipient, the individual, the instruction was given to the courier that do not hand over this letter until that individual is sober, is back to his senses, and realizes what is taking place. That was the specific instruction given. After that individual became sober and he was back to his senses and able to comprehend the contents of the letter, he read it, and not only did he read it, back in the gatherings of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh gave specific instructions to the people in the gathering that never look down upon him. Let us all gather and let us make a dua for him, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow him to return back to virtue, back to doing good, back to doing amal salih, and remove him from all of the evils that he has unfortunately fallen into or slipped into. So the lesson that we take from this, the episode that takes place in the reign in the time of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anh, is that all of us have shortcomings and all of us have these misgivings and we have challenges, our own personal challenges. All of us are aware. Forget about pointing fingers towards other people. Let us point fingers at our own selves, what type of challenges we are facing with on a daily basis, and apply that same type of compassion and mercy that we will apply towards ourselves, towards other people as well. Everyone is facing challenges day in and day out. So we make a comprehensive and ijtima'i dua for everyone, that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow all of us to be removed from vice, be removed from sinning and falling into ma'siyah, infringing upon the huquq and the hudud of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we make an ijtima'i dua for everyone, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the tawfiq to do good, and not only do good but spread good as well in this planet, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the opportunity. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.